Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the modification I've actually made on my trading strategy. Okay, the one you all guys know, and I've been using the strategy for the past 3 years now and nothing has changed, just that I make some implementations to and modifications to the strategy and it still works perfectly fine. So this model is for the 2026 model. Okay, I'll be giving it to you guys for free. Okay, so I'll be going through a couple of trades I've been able to share with my VIP members, and it's been a long time I posted, guys, so it's good to be back. All right, so let's go to the Telegram channel. Let's see what is happening here. I give them so a buy on gold. We have been waiting for that. We've taken 2 buys today. The first one, we had a stop loss, okay, and then we had a second level. Okay, we have a second level which we are actually anticipating. Now let's look at the gold buy and see how it's going so far. All right, so this is what we did simply. On if you saw the setup on the Telegram channel, you can see that we have our fair value gap right here. Okay, we have a fair value gap right here. So when the market got here, I could not actually enter because it was very volatile, so I just had to use the 3-minute fair value gap. Okay, so the same thing applies to the higher time frame, the same thing that applies to the smaller time frame. So enough of that, let's get back to the talk of the day, which is the synthetic indices, and we are running in profit farm. We are running in good profit. Okay, so the talk of the day, which is synthetic indices. So today let's start with the market structure. Okay, so first of all, for you to be able to use this strategy, you need to understand what market structure is. So like, let's say for a bearish market, you need to understand that the structure of the market is to the downside. All right, where we have higher highs and higher lows. Here we have a high, a higher low, okay, and here we have a lower low, okay, lower low, higher low, okay, lower low, all right, and higher low. So that's simply a bearish market. Okay, so and for a bullish market, you're actually looking at something like this. Okay, all right, so you're looking at something like this. Okay, so this is for a bullish market. Okay, so this is for a bullish market. All right, so for a bullish market, you're talking of higher highs and higher lows. So you have high and a higher low. Okay, a higher high and a higher low. Okay, higher high and a higher low. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long, so this is our trend market structure. Okay, the trending market, and all these are the basic market structure. So now let's look at the advanced market structure model, which we are actually using. All right, which we are actually using. Okay, so let's look at that. Gold is doing wonders, guys. So gold is actually doing wonders. You don't have to do too much, right? You don't have to do too much. You don't. So now for the advanced market structure, what are we looking at? For the advanced market structure, let's say for a bearish market scenario using the advanced market structure model. Okay, bearish market structure scenario, you have a high, higher low, higher low. Let's say at this point, okay, where other people are looking for a retest, you're looking for a market structure shift. Okay, and when you have your market structure shift, you're waiting for a pullback, okay, to provide structural liquidity, and then another one which is a break of structure, and then something like this. Okay, but for me, I think I've actually done a lot of modification to this particular strategy. Okay, so now this is a downtrend. Okay, and at this point we have our market structure would shift. Okay, at this point we have our market structure shift. Let me just label it there. market structure shift, MS, no, okay, text, okay, market structure shift. All right, so we have our market structure shift right here. Okay, that should be central, not top, middle. Okay, we have a market structure shift. Okay, and then here we have a sweep of liquidity. Here we understand this to be a sweep of what? Liquidity. Okay, so that is our sweep of liquidity, just as simple as that. And then the next thing we're looking at is just a break of structure to the upside. So right here we have what? A break of structure to the upside. So if you have that, you can clearly confirm that the trend of the market has actually changed now. And what do you have here? You have our inducement level. Okay, so what I'm using for gold is actually a bit different from this. Okay, so we have our inducement level. You want the market to come back to this area, sweep liquidity, and then give you your entries. So this is what we applied for all our trades on the synthetic indices. Okay, this is what we applied to all our trades on the synthetic indices. So after the sweep of the inducement level, we're going to enter. Okay, so stop loss just slightly below. Your target should be aiming for the highs. So that's simple. This is for the bullish structure. And now I'm just going to invert the scale of this chart so that we can actually look at it, the bearish scenario. Okay, for the bullish scenario. Okay, for the advanced market structure, let's say the market is pushing to the upside, giving you higher highs and higher lows. Okay, you want the market to create a high. Okay, and then failure to close above that high, and then you want that failure to close above that high gives us what? A sweep of what? Liquidity. So failure to close above equals to what? A sweep of liquidity. And then you want a break of structure. Okay, you want a break of this low. Okay, so while others are actually waiting for a continuation, you are looking for that low to be taken out. So if that low is taken out, we're looking for a pullback. All right, so others would be thinking, okay, this market is going to buy all the way to here. So what is actually happening is what? The market is creating what? An inducement level. Okay, and then what happens? Then? Market comes back and then sweep the all the buyers, takes out their stop loss, and then when it comes back, that's when you're actually, and then there's still some morons who are actually going to buy from here. You don't want to be that guy. Okay, you don't want to be that guy. So you don't want to be that guy at all. So now you see some people who are going to buy from there and they're waiting for the market to actually hit their target, but the market fails. Right, the market fails. Okay, so what happened now? You come all the way down. Okay, and then you enter, you come all the way down, you hit your take profit. So this is exactly the model which I actually used for the VIX 1 seconds. Okay, let me reverse my scale. All right, so this is it, and we are in this particular trade. All right, so let me change the chart layout and come back. All right, when I come back, I'll be able to load that particular pair. All right, and I think I'll be able to get what I want. All right, so that is what we actually applied to this particular pair. We applied to this particular pair, so you can clearly see that within this particular move here, there was what a failed high, so which led to what? A sweep of what? Liquidity right there. Okay, that led to what? A sweep of liquidity. Sweep of liquidity. Yeah, failure to break above gives us what? A sweep of liquidity. All right, so and then that gives us a sweep of liquidity, and then here it gives us what? A break of structure. And then there's some people who wants to actually take this buy. Okay, So some people wants to take this buy, right? So but the market did not actually consider them. Okay, but right here internally here we are looking at the market structure shift. Okay, internally here we're looking at what the market structure shift. So for me it became valid for me to look for sales when this structure was already swept out. Okay, so here we have our market structure shift. Okay, and right here we have our pullback that provided our structural liquidity, and secondly here we have a second break of what structure, even though the market did not close really below it, so we're still valid, okay, to some point, to some extent. So what happened? Wait for the market to actually get to that area, and then we entered based on that. So now let's look at the VIX 50 1 seconds. Still the same principles, guys, still the same principles. Okay, so this already from the daily time frame perspective, you can clearly see that the market is what is bullish. Okay, the market is what bullish. Okay, from here it was bearish, so we have a market structure shift right here, and then we have a pullback, and so it continued bullish. Okay, so now let's look at the 4 hours time frame and see what is actually happening there. So from the 4 hours time frame, all right, there's a sweep of this area. There's a sweep of that area entering into the daily fair value gap. Okay, entering into, sorry, that fair value gap is already invalidated because market has traded into it previously, so that's not valid. Okay, let's look for something else. Okay, do we trade into this fair value gap? Yeah, this is 4 hours fair value gap here that we traded into. Okay, so that was that. Okay, so we traded into this 4 hours fair value gap. All right, so we traded into that. We did not take the low of that fair value gap. So based on that, we're actually looking for buys to the upside. We're looking for buys to the upside. So what happened here is we have the same model. So market was heading high, we have a high, we have a sweep of this high here, we have a sweep of liquidity, and then here we have a break of structure. Okay, we have a break of structure, then we have a pullback to provide our own structural liquidity. Okay, so we have a pullback to provide our structural liquidity, and then what happened here is our POI. POI stands for a point of what interest. So what happened? We entered, okay, and we had our target. Okay, so we had our target. Let me see if I can actually show you that. So let's see. Okay, let's see. All right, so this was when we entered. Okay, this was when we entered that pair. This was when we entered. Okay, VIX 50 1 seconds. All right, this is when it was playing out. As soon as the market just moved, we broke even. Okay, and then this is the 10 1 seconds, and just like that. Okay, so finally we smashed TP. All right, so you can clearly see that. So that was that. So let's go back. All right, so you can clearly see that it was seamless, stress free. Okay, everything just aligned. All right, so now let's look at the last one for today, which is the VIX 50 index. Okay, same thing applies here. Okay, but the reason why I like this one is because it provided a re-entry for me even after I have missed that original move. So for this one, okay, we can clearly confirm from the daily time frame that the market is bearish. Okay, so we can establish from the daily time frame that this market is strongly bearish. Okay, so it's been breaking structure to the downside, and what happened is the market actually did what came for a retest. So it just came for a retest. So now go to our 4 hours time frame. All right, so going to our 4 hours time frame, you can clearly see that I can clearly see the structural liquidity visibly well. Okay, so that's the structural liquidity is very visible. Okay, I don't know. So our structural liquidity is clearly visible. All right, so we're gonna scale down to the 1 hour time frame. All right, so this is still playing, and I think there's enough room for it to play all the way down. All right, so there's enough room for it to play all the way down. All right, so here we have what we have a sweep of liquidity right here. Okay, we have a sweep of liquidity, and then we have market structure shift, and then we have a pullback. Let me just annotate that. So we have a sweep here of liquidity right here. We have a market structure shift, and then we have a pullback, this pullback, and then we have a second break of structure, which is right there. Okay, and after that, what happened? We can see that after a long while, what happened? Market came back, tapped into our POI, which is our point of interest. Okay, market came back, tapped into our POI, which is our point of interest, and from there it started dropping. Okay, it started dropping to the downside. All right, so that's how simple it is. So we actually missed, okay, we missed the original move. We missed the original entry. Okay, we did miss the original entry. All right, so which is this right here. So we did miss the original entry. We have a sweep here, okay, which is clearly visible here. We have a sweep. We have the market structure shift, and then we have a pullback, which provides our structural liquidity. And then see, so based on that, we use that now to actually enter the market. Okay, we use that now for our entry. Okay, maintaining stop loss above and still aiming for the same lows. Okay, aiming for the same lows. So that's as simple as it is. Okay, so that's how simple it is. So that's that, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more and more wonderful videos like this, where you get to learn how to trade the financial market. Okay, so stay blessed, fam.